Hello, hello. Yeah, it's me, Beanie. What? Don't give me no shit. You guys know I'm not a reliable content creator, okay? Stop it. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Beanie. Welcome back to my channel, where we talk about dentures, the fact that I'm fat, I have an ADD brain, I have anxiety and depression, and I've spent the last year recovering from a very severe COVID. You might hear my little granddaughter. I'm babysitting her. Don't say anything. Okay, so first let's do this. I know you guys were asking what happened with this tooth. Well, the tooth is there, and I'm not happy. It does not match. I know there's those of you watching at home be like, oh, it looks fine. No, it doesn't. It does not match the size. Well, not the size. The shape does not match the original. I ended up walking out of that Aspen. Why I went back there again. Sorry, my work phone. My intuition told me, don't go back there, dum-dum. Don't go back there. Go to the one closer to your house. I should have. I didn't. And I ended up walking out because I was so upset. But we're not going to talk about that in this video. I will talk about it. I was just so fucking mad that I just, like, when certain things really get me, like, I just have to take a break from them because I don't want it to fester. But I even hate looking myself in this viewfinder because all I see is the fact that this tooth now kind of juts out. Okay, so new people, hi, my name is Beanie. It's my channel. I bounce around a lot in my thought process. That's the ADD brain. I try to make it work. It may not work for how your viewing pleasure is. I apologize. You don't have to watch my channel, okay? I'd also curse. So if you're sensitive about that, cover your ears or just know that I warned you. And I don't make pretty content. There are thousands of sheep out there who all make the same exact content and talk the same exact way. And I'm not that lady for you because I'm not interested in being like anybody else. I'm just me. Okay. So the reason I'm making a video today is, well, you guys have been emailing like, what happened with the teeth? You know, you had 2 teeth break in 1 month. But I've also been getting a lot of comments from, not just comments, but emails from viewers regarding their upcoming visits to the dentist, particularly Aspen, and also that the fact that their insurances are coming up and asking for information. Now listen, I'm not an expert on anything. I'm an expert in having a lot of drama go on and working my way through those dramas, but if I can try to help, I'll try to help. Today, we're talking about a viewer comment. I'm going to pull it up. For those of you that are longtime viewers, you guys know that I'm filming from my home workstation. So if you see me like glancing, I have like 3 monitors, left, right, and center. And so I'm always looking at emails, even when I'm on my lunch break. Here we go. So this comment recently came over from viewer Cynthia V. And if I feel like getting fancy, then go. Shh. Sorry about that. My little granddaughter is here because she has an ear infection and I'm taking her to the doctor's on my lunch break. So, and don't say that about my hair. First of all, it's like 10 in the morning, 10:30 in the morning, and it's so dark outside. We've had bad weather ever since that Hurricane Nicole. Sorry, you guys are going to hate this video. All right, so this comment came in from Cynthia V. And again, if I feel fancy, maybe I'll try to insert the comment. But listen, don't hold your breath because you know I don't roll. I don't roll like that. So she said, hey, girl, I have a question. I'm going to Aspen, and they've never offered to get the size of, what she means is they never offered me to see the size of the teeth available. I did get to pick my color. Did you get to pick your teeth shape, etc.? I had a wax try-in, and I don't like it. They seem long and not wide enough. And so they sent it back to the lab to shorten. And I have another wax try-in again. And if I don't like it, it's too bad. And I'll have to go to another Aspen and start over. What do I do? Help. Okay, listen, I'm not an authority in what to do. Many times I'm on the authority on what not to do. But the benefit of that is that then I can share it with you. So here it is. Yes, I was given the opportunity to take a look at, I could have sworn it's in one of my videos, one of my come with me to Aspen videos, but it may not have been, but I know I took footage of it. I could try to find it, but you guys know me. I'm not reliable with that shit. Yes, I was able to select the size of my teeth, and that was because I complained on my wax try-in. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's one thing I'll say. You can voice concerns and have it be receptive and people want to work with you, or you can voice concerns and they'll just say, I'm not dealing with you. Okay, I've done both. Do I think it's part of Aspen's process to offer you the size of teeth and allow you to select? No, it's not part of their process. They don't want to give you that much latitude. And they don't want to give their customers who are paying thousands and thousands of dollars that type of latitude. See, I hate looking at myself, this fucking tooth. With me, I think it's because I was vocal about my dissatisfaction that they then were like, you know what, bring her the teeth, bring her out the teeth, let her pick it. So yes, I was brought 4 trays of teeth. The color were all the same. It was just, I was being allowed to pick the sizes. Was it helpful? No, it really wasn't helpful, because when you're looking at a tray, a little brown tray full of teeth, what does that mean? It's not what it's going to look like when you line them all up and set them in your mouth. What I was able to do was I said, okay, which is the teeth in my current wax try-in? So they said, here, it's teeth A. So then I would hold teeth A and then just pick up each other tooth and kind of hold it and, compare it. But is it really helpful? I don't think it's helpful. I think the only thing that is helpful is the wax try-ins. Now, the one thing that you're saying here is that they're giving, so I'm assuming that you're saying that they're only giving you one more wax try-in. And if you're not happy with that wax try-in, tough titties, move on, go to another Aspen. I didn't have that experience. I was allowed to modify and make changes on my wax try-ins definitely more than 2 times. One was to change the color out, because remember, I went uber white and I loved it. But, everyone's like, ow, it's too white. But listen, after a year later, they wouldn't have been that white. I digress. So if that's the case, if they're saying, well, we're only going to give you one more wax try-in and then be done with you, I'm really, really sad to hear that. And I would call Aspen's corporate office and not make a complaint, but I would let them know that, for somebody who's paying thousands and thousands of dollars and it's your mouth, and once it's done, you're essentially stuck with it. It behooves them. Here's the thing. It doesn't cost them financially for them to just pull the teeth out of the wax mold and pop in a new set of teeth. Time-wise, if it's a skilled denturist, how much time is it really taking them? It's not. But if they make you move forward with a permanent denture that you ultimately end up not liking, and you want to invoke your money back, your smile guarantee, which means that you'll get refunded for the cost of that permanent denture, and then you can go elsewhere, it actually behooves them to just continue to modify the wax try-in versus taking a total loss. And so here's the thing to also know. The Aspen offices that you go to are independently owned and operated. They're independently owned and operated dental offices that operate under the corporation of Aspen Dental. Okay, so it's a business. They're there to make money. Are they willing to lose the $2,000 on you? Yeah, maybe in the grand scheme of things they are, because it's, the actual permanent denture. Let me backtrack. With the Aspen money back guarantee, you're not getting all your money back, okay? What you're going to get back is if they made the permanent denture, you end up not liking the permanent denture, they're going to refund you the cost of the permanent denture. That's it. So if you've had extractions, temporaries, soft liners, all that doesn't get refunded. You're only getting refunded the actual cost of the denture. And you're also going to be refunded minus what they've paid out to your insurance. Okay. So in the grand scheme of it, it's only a couple of $1,000s, even for their top of the line, conventional dentures. So in knowing that from a business standpoint, it would behoove them to just continue to work with you on your wax try-in. This is like a puppy mill. You know what I'm saying? They just get you in, get you out, get you in, get you out. And really, retainment and customer loyalty is not a priority. So for me, I would, my strategy with them would be more of an endearing one than an assertive one. And I have a tendency to be assertive. And that does rub people wrong, especially when a woman is being assertive. And listen, there is a difference, you guys, between being assertive and being an asshole, okay? Like being a thug and being assertive, two different things. Being, unsavory and being assertive, two different things. And you're going to get two different results with that. But I do have a tendency to make people very uncomfortable when I get in that business mode of assertiveness. And that could have been part of the reason why I was given the option of selecting my tooth size. So let me see what else you say here. So I'll have another wax try-in, and if I don't like it, it's too bad. I have to go to another Aspen Dental. Well, I've had that experience with them too. Remember when they made my permanents and they looked like shit, and they were like, well, you can keep them, you can get a refund, or you can go to another Aspen Dental. Here's the fuck up with that. The other Aspen Dentals that I reached out to, that they were supposed to be aligning me with to finish this process, wouldn't take me. Now what do you do? All this, and this is what they didn't get. I'm like, all this time that I put into your dental practice, and now you want me to go elsewhere and have to start this process all over again? No, how about you just turn out quality service, Aspen? Turn out quality service, and then we don't have to go through this. And I'll be honest with you, Aspen Corporate was a complete letdown. My first complaint, they did have the district, regional manager come to my follow-up visit, and she was not helpful in any way, shape, or form. I think her name was Danielle. And any additional follow-ups, she did nothing and literally refused to communicate with me when I was trying to go to another Aspen Dental. What I would do is if it were, things that affect me may not affect you. That's the one thing, Cynthia. There are certain things that just because I will get very heated about, that I try not to engage at all. Like, I'm an avoider, because when I get ugly, I get very ugly. I don't like that side of me. And I'm relentless when that happens. And so I, like, even with this tooth, my daughter's like, oh, Mom, da, 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 da. All I did was walk out of the office. And yeah, I could have called another Aspen, and I'm like, why? Aspen as a whole just sucks. They're garbage. It's garbage. I would never advocate for people to use Aspen unless you absolutely had to, and that's because your insurance accepts them and you're rolling it over with insurance plus a dentalplans.com so you can save more money. But like affordable dentures, they're not any better. They really aren't. Price point wise, yeah, I would say you're going to come out a better deal. But as far as quality from affordable dentures, I didn't find it to be true. Like it was any better than Aspen. And they have the same kind of puppy mill kind of concept where they just churn you out, and multiple try-ins is not going to be your thing. Where you're really going to receive that type of concierge service for dentures is going to be, in my opinion, a independent, non-corporate, umbrellaed private dental office, or a direct denture facility where that's what they do. They specialize in all types of dentures, higher end cosmetic dentistry, where part of the rub of that, getting that more concierge service, is you're paying a lot more money. It's the rub. You're paying a lot more money, but you're getting a more one-on-one interaction where they care about you. So if the thought of you having to go to another Aspen dental office and starting this process all over again is too much, like just emotionally too much, like you don't want to have to do it. And then of course you have that uncertainty that it's not going to be any better. Then your thing will be endear yourself to the office that you have. And it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And you can pretty much convince people to do things your way if you say it the right way. I would say, when they bring the wax try-in this time, and here's the thing too, depending on how long you're going between wax try-ins or, your fittings, your face could still be changing. I should have probably said this in the beginning, when they are selecting your tooth side, this is what's happening. So when you first go in, and you might have pumpkin teeth, which is what I call them, when you have missing spots, they take the mold, even with your missing teeth, okay? Because they can see the placement of your original teeth, even if you have missing teeth. And that's how they gauge where to then place the false teeth. And when you go in for your permanent settings, what they do is they take your temporary teeth and they use your temporary teeth as the mold to create the initial wax try-in. So then they can start again with the teeth placement. So it's not a direct science. It's not like when you go and they do that imaging, like the dental denture imaging. Oh, that's fancy. Like, I'd love to have that, but whatever. They're basically guessing, and then the amount of time that goes by. And if you're like me, where I didn't start shrinking until I was shrinking, but then I had a surge of shrinking long after I got my permanents. The more you shrink, then how the size of the teeth are will affect how the look is. Like right now, these teeth may be acceptable because my face is fucking fat. But if you were to scale back the BB face to the way that God intends her to be, so svelte, these teeth may be entirely too big for that face. It's a crapshoot, Cynthia. It's a crapshoot. What I would do is, ask them, okay, what letter? Because so the teeth go by letters. I think these are R's. I think these were R's. I'd have to find the video. I would say, okay, like I don't want to say when you're complaining, but when you're voicing your concern, you have to, in a way, show them, like, put yourself in my position. Like, I'm not trying to be difficult with you. Believe me, I'm not trying to be difficult. But unless you have no teeth, like I have no teeth, you don't understand the trauma that I'm being put through right now to try to select the right teeth. And so, to be apologetic and say, listen, I'm really sorry. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole about this. Or I'm not trying to be difficult about this. But unless you didn't have a mouthful of like no teeth like this, like, I don't think you'll understand that, I just don't like the way I look when I see me. And I have gone so long with a smile that I was not proud of that I just want to make sure that I have the best chance of having the best smile. And it may sound like bullshit, and it is bullshit, but you can't go rough at people. When you go rough at people and you act like a little thug, you're not going to get the same results. You may get a result and you may think you're winning at that moment because someone is acquiescing to what you want, but the truth is you're not winning. The adage of you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar is absolutely true, but you have to endear yourself to them. Now, it takes sometimes some real grit to not want to curse a fucker out. And like I said before, I've done both. I do both. And with Aspen, like, I knew better when I went for this tooth. I should have went back to that Aspen because I already have had so many bad experiences with them. I was expecting a bad result. I got a bad result, and my behavior showed that I got a bad result because I walked the fuck out of there. I would, if going to another Aspen is not, too much of an inconvenience for you, if you're okay with having to go through all that process again, then you know what, go into the second wax try-in and just be like, okay, it is what it is. If it doesn't look good and they're not willing to work with me, great. If you really don't want to have to go through that, then try to negotiate and just say, listen, I don't want to have to go to another Aspen. I have invested so much time coming here, and I really had expectations that you were able to deliver. It really disheartens me that you're just willing to wipe your hands of me and get rid of me as if my patronage is not, it's not something that matters to you. And that's when I would say, listen, unless you don't have any teeth, you don't know what it's like to go through this process of now selecting what your new smile is going to be. And you can even ask to talk to the denturist on site. The denturist is there every single day. Okay. Say, listen, maybe they can come in and talk to me and talk me through the process and why they're selecting the teeth that they're selecting. I can tell you that they're selecting the teeth that they're selecting based on the previous molds that they had. But they seem long and not wide enough. You may not get the perfect tooth, okay? They only have, however many teeth that they have to pick from. And for them to go in and shape every single tooth, you're not going to get that. Like I said, you're not getting that from Aspen. It's not concierge service. It's puppy mill service. Pull you in, pull you out, pull you in, pull you out. I don't know if I can give you any more information than that. Just decide what it is that you're willing to put up with. Do you want to have to go to another Aspen? If you don't want to have to go to another Aspen, then you have to buff up your negotiating skills and endear them to you. You want to invoke a feeling of, you want them to be empathetic towards you. Be empathetic towards you because then they want to help you. And then you mix a little bit of assertiveness in that and say, hey, listen, do you think, can you get the office manager? Can I talk to them? But don't do it like a dick, right? Don't be like, give me the office manager. I want to fucking talk to him. It's not going to help you. Say, hey, listen, do you think I can talk to the office manager and see? And then when that office manager comes in, endear yourself to them and say, listen, I'm traumatized with losing all my teeth. And I've gone years and years and years without being able to smile and feel good about myself. And I want to just make sure that I'm getting the right teeth. And can we just do me, can you do me a solid, and can we just do one more wax try and see how that one goes? You never know unless you ask, but it's not it's not what you're saying, it's how you're going to say it. So I hope this 25 minutes of babbling kind of helped you. Cynthia, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Send me a little comment, send me a little email, beanieunscripted@gmail.com. And I'll be back to talk about this fuck up of a tooth. Don't worry about it. You know I will. But that's it for today. Bye.